Three coaches and friends talk about sports, life, and everything in between.
Hey, you already know it's time for another episode of the Hey Coach. Yours truly, Coach T and Rashard Collins. Episode 2. How you guys doing?
I'm good.
Good, man. All good. Ready to go.
Yeah, me too. Me just some clarification on what's going on here. There's a slump with our mics and everything we're trying to do. Some pauses going on there. So just bear with me. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to sponsor us, high speed net to a right free. We'll take donations. I'll put gentlemen. I don't want to waste any time. Let's hear. Trades have been crazy. Trades ever made. Some trades should have made, but then what about the trade that brought him to? I know you both are from Chicago. Sweatshirts. So talk to us a little bit about that.
So you talking about the Bears trade, Bradley, the Chase Claypool trade, us getting from Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
So we got him. We got Chase Claypool for Pittsburgh. If y'all don't know, he's a wide receiver. Steelers drafted him probably 2-3 years ago. He's at the end of his rookie deal. Bears got him for a second round pick. We had 2 second round picks because we let go of Roquan Smith. We let Roquan Smith go for a second, a fifth, and linebacker A.J. Klein to the Ravens. The reason we was able to get him, we were bidding against Green Bay. Green Bay was trying to get him too. Green Bay offered a second round and like a 6th, I think. But the Bears, we gave up our second round pick. So we kept the Ravens pick that we got from them. Theirs maybe later in the second round. Ours would probably be earlier. Gave up the second round pick. So we ended up getting Chase Claypool from Pittsburgh and winning that trade. Looked pretty good today. If y'all caught the game, he got a couple passes. A little bit. They made a little package for him on some screenplays. So offense was looking good today. But yeah, so I'm excited about that trade. What that trade told me was that they believe in Justin Fields. And we got over $120 million in cap space, and we still got 7 or 8 picks going into the draft in April. So looking forward to see what we can do on both sides of the ball with this cap space. Hopefully we get some defense and offensive linemen and then use these drafts to get some young players. So I was happy with it.
Yeah, great as well. Rashard, I mean, I know you're a Raider, you're from the Chicago area. What do you think that trade kind of looks like for them as well?
To me, Claypool, that I didn't see it. I'm like, hold on, they did what?
Mm-hmm.
So, like Jay said, they trust in Fields, and they have to really put it together because the fan base in Chicago, and I'm south of Chicago, the fan base in Chicago, Cubs, White Sox, Bulls, yada yada yada, all of that, Bears, yada. They're like how people want to say Philly, like they're smart fans. So for me, Fields and Claypool have to, and I'm going off the beaten path, get together this summer, go somewhere and connect, because that boy coming out of Ohio State, man, my friends that are fans of the Bears that are here, when they drafted him, they was like, we got our quarterback. We got our quarterback. I'm in Texas, and my people down here like, we got our quarterback. Claypool will be able to open it up for Fields. Fields just has to be smart and not the hero. Don't you've already have the fan base. You can't win them over immediately. Play smart, progress, and do better. I mean, for the Steelers to do that, I don't know if the Steelers saw the writing on the wall. Like, are we wasting his time? Are we holding him back? Or what? But no, I thought it was excellent. Excellent. I didn't see it. Like, damn, really? Like, who saw your boy McCaffrey leaving Carolina to go to San Fran? Like, wow.
No, I knew they was talking about trading him, but I didn't think he was gonna go there.
I ain't know that one though. Like,
I'm not gonna lie about that one. That one completely that one. So I mean, that was a great, but was an unbelievable 49ers, and that just a conversation as to the Super Bowl, especially if Jimmy's doing what he's doing. He's not trying to do overly do. He does help put them in positions, but McCaffrey, I mean, he pretty much put his stamp on rush for a touchdown, caught through for another touchdown.
Yeah, he's playing
right there.
Football. He's playing high school football.
What type of dude is he?
Yeah. Jay Cotty. He is playing high school football. Jay, and what's so crazy, I watched the game, but I'm watching 3 games at one time. It's on.
Yeah.
I didn't know till Monday when they was like, do y'all realize this boy ran through and passed? I'm like, hold on, what? I'm like,
look, I know. I got him in our fantasy league, which I'm first place in overall. But that's yeah, he went off. I was like, man, him going to San Francisco with him and Saquon on my team, wow, great. Yeah.
That was a nice,
crazy, man.
Nice pickup.
That was a heck of a pickup. One of the that I think, especially depending on how Calvin Ridley going to the Jaguars, right? Jaguars. My question is this: are you 100 on?
Are we sold on the quarterback in Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence?
Yes.
I would say he needed a full year of being coached by because last year was just sabotage. I mean, let's call it what it is. With Urban Meyer, I don't think anybody could have succeeded under those expectations, under those circumstances. Like he was set up for failure. Jacksonville is not the best organization anyway when it comes to winning. They get rid of their players too early. I think they try to rebuild too fast. They had Jalen Ramsey and all them, went to the AFC Championship game a few years back and lost to New England. They rebuilt that thing in like a year after that. Like you had something. They let it go after Blake Bortles. Yes, you let Blake Bortles go, but you build with the other guys. So they tear it down too quick. But with Urban Meyer, they tried to make a big splash hire. He obviously was the wrong person to hire. I think Trevor Lawrence is good. I think it's going to take him this year of figuring it out. Now that he got Travis Etienne, who's healthy now this year, he was out all last year. He's starting to pick it up. He's scoring touchdowns every week. So I think by next year, with another year in Peterson's offense, I think he'll be a lot better. I think he'll be more improved next year. But right now, everybody's just figuring it out. You know, what type of team they're going to be, their identity. But I think with Peterson, I think they'll be straight next year. And in that division, I mean, all you got to really worry about is Tennessee. So I think they'll be able to compete more next year. I think they're a year away. Yeah.
The Jacksonville, the kid was put in a bad spot last year. That was I didn't see it unfolding like that. Urban just screwed over this kid's first year. He was supposed to be him and Burrow really supposed to be mirroring each other. All BS aside. Him and Burrow supposed to have the same type of career. They supposed to be like, I did this, you did that, I did this, check me out. Look how cool I am. Look how this is. That's how it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Urban screwed him. And then, like Jay said, this year don't count. He's not a rookie, but this year don't give him a year of stability.
Right.
Like,
that's a good word.
His college blueprint is not a joke. Burrow's college blueprint is not a joke. Now, Burrow messed around and exceeded, got hurt, came back, Super Bowl. You got the names, but you got to play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lawrence, he has just a team. He doesn't have, like you said, ETN. I didn't know until earlier today that ETN sat out all last year. I didn't know that.
So I got him in another fantasy league I'm in. I'm in a dynasty league where you keep your players. And I drafted Travis Etienne last year coming off Clemson, but he tore his ACL in training camp. So I had to sit him all last year.
I did not. Yeah. I knew that. I heard that today. I'm like, so I watch too much sports. I watch a lot. I was like, I did not know that dude.
That's how I knew. I held him on my bench all last year, and now he paying off for me. So yeah.
Oh, I got Deshaun Watson. I got Deshaun Watson on my bench. I can't wait till they play the Texans.
I got him. Week 13, baby. We about to see. Yeah. I might hold him. I might hold him for week 13. I might bring him out like 14 or 15. But yeah.
Yeah, I can't. Oh man, please. Yeah. I can't even wait. But nah, Lawrence, if he gets at least stable, you got to look at all these cats that go through coordinators and coaches, man. Like, did Lamar Jackson? He's been going. His stuff was kind of the same, right?
No, Lamar
head coach, but like coordinators.
No, he's had Greg Roman since his rookie year.
Okay, well, so who am I thinking about? Like, there you go. What it do? There go Disco. Somebody's had different coordinate. I'm like, man, you can't expect this dude to be solid.
It's in New York, Daniel Jones, and in Cleveland with Baker. Baker had a different coach or different coordinator every single year. In Cleveland. Yep. The word you use with Charles was perfect. Stability. These players are not set up for success because you got to think about it. Even when they go to college, even in college football, it ain't like basketball where it's one and done. In college, you have to be there for 3 years, and there's stability at college level. Those coaches ain't going nowhere. Dabo Swinney ain't leaving Clemson. Nick Saban ain't leaving Alabama. So these players know that they got stability throughout the program, and they know guys are coming back. Now you put them in a league where they need stability to blossom, and they got different coordinators, different quarterback coaches every year because it's a revolving door. So that can do a lot to a young player. So you're absolutely right with that.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. Let's jump into some of these scores. So Chicago played against Miami. They looked pretty good. Justin Fields, 5 yards that game.
Well, he threw for about $135, but then he ran for another probably 130 or something like that. I don't got the numbers exact, but he broke a record today. He's like the first quarterback to rush for over 100 yards, pass for like over 130 yards, and throw 3 touchdowns, something like that. He did play good today.
It was 107. It was 100.
Yeah. No, it was a good game. Like, ever since that embarrassing ass loss against the Commandos on Thursday night, ever since they lost to the Commandos, the Washington Butt Nuggets, they offense has been they offense has been good, like averaging 30 points a game the last 3-4 games. Like, they put up 30 on New England. They put up 29 on Dallas last week, even though they got blew out because of they just turned the ball over. They put up 29 points.
Yeah.
We talked about it on last show. If the Bears put up 29, I'm thinking they beating everybody. This week, it was a shootout almost. Like, who would have thought the Bears would be in a damn shootout? and have a chance to win. If it wasn't for that block punt, I mean, we moved the ball on them every possession. We scored. We got 2-point conversions. We lost 30. The Bears lost 32-35, and the reason they lost is because of a block punt. You know what I mean? They blocked one of our punts and ran it in for a score. Other than that, we scored the same amount of touchdowns as them. Got 2-point conversion. So I like what I see. I don't know what's up with this defense. It's like they switch locker rooms or something, man. I don't know, but I like what I'm seeing from the offense. So, yeah.
To me, the Bears they're doing what the Jets are doing right now. Coming out of nowhere. Nobody, come on, man. The Jets.
They had a big win today, too. Lost
a big win. The Bears are doing it. But like Jet just said, they get a defense, and then like any team, add a piece or two here, offense, left tackle or whatever. The Bears get a defense, they're gonna flourish, man. They're gonna play, man. Like I say, you talking about the Shy, man. That's just Shy ain't different than no different than Philly. Them passionate fans. Like you get a winning Bears franchise, bro. That city gonna be buzzing, bro. They don't give a. I ain't gonna say they don't give a damn. Don't nobody really care. Cubs, Sox, got it. Bulls, Bears. Oh man, they trying to relive them Jordan days, man. Like, hey, let's get back prominent. Let's get to these playoffs. But the Bears football, you got me coming out here sitting in this cold ass stadium. Mm-hmm. Nah, man, y'all need to put a product out here, bro. Let I'm telling you, when that boy got drafted, man, I heard from so many freaking. I ain't even talking about Ohio State fans. So many fans of the Bears, like, we got our quarterback.
Yes.
I said, well, damn, really? They were like, we got our quarterback. I don't give a damn. He said a year or two. We got him. He's a Bear. I said, well, that's what's up.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Especially saying, trying to relive the Bulls. Saying, saying Mike Decker, all those guys, the 85 champion. They've got some great fans. One sitting right here with us, but they've got the bases really good. We might have to do a show on just like which one do we think stuff like that, But I mean, they've got some great fans. I think they are on. He said that defense has got to get to that defense. The offense can put numbers up, and they can put them up on any defense. They're struggling, and it's gonna be one of those things they're gonna have to figure out exactly what they're gonna have to. Let's talk about well, let's just go to the game you brought up. They were shot, and the New York Jets. A great game. 2017. What is your thoughts on that game?
I couldn't even hear that one.
Jets Bills game, man. So yeah. So I was in a loser pool. I say was because I just lost today. I picked the Jets to lose. So a loser pool, if you know anything about it, it's like a survival pool, but the opposite. Instead of picking the winners every week, you got to pick the team you think is going to lose, right? So this week, it was down to the last two. It was me and one other person, and they picked the Texans to lose this week, and the Texans lost Thursday. I picked the Jets to lose to Buffalo. So I'm watching both games. I'm watching the Bears game and that game, and the Jets. We got Josh Allen. Josh Allen picked his worst game. He picked it today, man. So I'm out. So I lost. I could have won a little. I could have won some change for sure. I'll just say that, but ended up losing, man. Go ahead. What you say?
It's crazy. No. I wasn't gonna say nothing major. It's crazy because I tell y'all every week. I I bounce all week through sports stations, man, and when I tell you the New York fans are like,
They can't
wow,
believe it.
they like, wow, like the Giants are there. Like nobody had the Jets doing nothing.
No.
And they lost last week to the Patriots, and they was like, does the season mean anything if you kind of barely lose? Da, 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 da. And they was like, you got Green Bay the next week. They was like, we got a chance to beat them.
Yeah.
Or whoever they put, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because I love the preseason, just like we've done it on this show. The who's gonna be in the finals, who's gonna do Golden State ain't gonna be less than number 4. Da, da, da. Bro, the Jets.
No, they a year ahead of schedule.
They have bought into what that man. They have bought into the system, man.
Robert Saleh. Yeah, man, you absolutely right. No, they're ahead of schedule. They got Zach Wilson is still, the quarterback is still.
You're right.
Defense is good because Robert Saleh, obviously, San Francisco.
That's what he puts his hat on.
But they draft picks. Whoever their GM is, he might be GM of the year because they draft picks. They got the wide receiver Wilson. They had Brees Hall, the running back, before he tore his knee up. He was going to probably win Offensive Rookie of the Year, the running back. Like they drafted defense, Sauce Gardner. They got rookies on defense that's good. Like they had probably the best draft pick this year, and didn't nobody expect those dudes to produce winning football in their first year. So that's why I say I think they're a year ahead of schedule. And then the AFC East, we was talking about the AFC West was going to be like the nightmare division. Remember we was talking about that in the summer? Like, man. They might sit all 4 playoffs.
Carr, Herbert, Wilson.
Yeah.
I mean, Mahomes, really?
That's what we were talking about. But look at the AFC East. Now all 4 of them teams can make the playoffs. Look at them. Buffalo, New England, the Jets, and the Dolphins. Like, they fight neck and neck. Like, they showed the standings today. Buffalo 6-2. Buffalo 6-2. Miami and the Jets are 6-3. And then the Patriots are what? 5-3?
Bro, how did we all and when I say we, I ain't talking about the show. How did everybody overlook the AFC East?
Because
Tua ain't gonna be nothing.
Right.
Lamar gonna do his thing. So and so. Bro, hey,
man.
pedestal AFC West. Look at all the quarterbacks. Devontae Adams and went to the Raiders. They got Waller. They got bruh.
Yeah, they underachieving. That division, now you look back, obviously that division is probably the most underachieving based on what they got. But that AFC East division, man, it'd be crazy. Like, I don't think it'd be impossible for 4 teams to make it to the playoffs out of one division. Right. But what's going to happen in that division is one of them teams going to be out with 10 wins.
With a million wins. With a million wins.
They're going to have 9 wins. And be out. Yeah. And that's what we were saying about the West. We was like, man, one of them teams like Denver might mess around and get 10 wins.
I heard a station week 1 of the NFL season, and the dude said, don't be surprised that the Raiders are the 4th best team in that division. I'm like, you crazy as hell. We got Devontae. We got Waller. Hey, yeah, guess who's the worst team in the division?
He might have had a crystal ball, bro.
And they lost again today.
But
they
think
lost
about 20. Jay and Tim, think about it. We talking about week 1. This dude's like, all BS aside, the Raiders could be the worst team in that division. I'm looking like, you're just talking. You're just saying whatever. Whatever, dude.
Hey, look.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go to November 6th.
I'll be the first to admit it. If you can go check the tape, season 2, I thought the Raiders was going to be great this year. I'm like, man, they got Devontae. What? They might mess around and beat the Chiefs out for winning the division. And you look now, it's same old AFC West. Look like Chiefs go right away with it.
Same old Raiders, man.
Yeah, it's been tough. Lost to Jacksonville.
Hey, look how real I keep it. You notice I ain't got no Raider hat on. Last week it was a Seattle hat.
I'm riding, man. I'm riding. Even though Illinois lost yesterday, they got upset yesterday.
Oh my gosh, Michigan State.
Oh,
Hey,
no
I'm
way.
a hater.
We're
My boy and text him.
gonna get into that.
I'm like, really? But y'all
Yeah.
still got a chance to go to the Big Ten championship, though, right?
We do. We won the East. I mean, we won the West, but still, we'll get into that. That was
get into that later in college football.
Nah,
Yeah, we still walk within that.
It's called a teaser for the audience. It's called a teaser. For the audience.
Yeah, we'll came over. We'll skim over. They lost 27-20, which was beat in Indianapolis 27. But the about is the Detroit and Packers.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
No, you good, fam. You good. Like that.
Here comes Disco.
Okay,
Here comes Disco with his comments. Here comes Disco with his comments. Go ahead.
Here's gonna be my question. And this is I'm introducing, and the segment is going to be called "Or Abandoned Ship."
Okay.
Yeah. So this is sports. Anything that you come up again when we get. But what is Green Bay, and what is it going to take to fix? I got this before, and there's been way too much stuff. But is it time to abandon ship? Jay, let's start with you, baby.
All right, so with Green Bay, let's call it what it is, man. They had two good quarterbacks in the last 40 years, and they got 2 Super Bowl titles. All right,
I was gonna say.
Relax, okay? So I don't know how everybody think these guys are so great, like they have a great history. I mean, Vince Lombardi is
not walking
a lifetime ago. None of us was alive when Lombardi was winning. All right, so chill out. The biggest thing, the thing about the Green Bay fan base, the organization is this: they are afraid of being irrelevant. If that makes sense.
Oh.
They understand if they let Aaron Rodgers go, they will be an irrelevant football team. Nobody is coming to Green Bay, Wisconsin to play football. Nobody is watching Green Bay Packer football if they don't have a quarterback. It's a quarterback-driven league. If you let Aaron Rodgers walk last year and let Jordan Love play, they would have had one primetime game this year, maybe. They wouldn't have won any games, and it's Green Bay, Wisconsin. Who's coming up there to watch anything? So they have a fear of being irrelevant. So whatever Aaron Rodgers says, whatever power he wields, they're going to listen to anything he got to say because they want to keep him there. They understand it's a business, and if they don't have a product, they're not good for business in the place they're at. That's why they got to hold on to having good quarterbacks. Like if they don't get another quarterback after Aaron Rodgers, who's going to want to play in Green Bay?
Look at how bad the situation is in Green Bay right now. So Aaron Rodgers is he like I said last time, he pulled a Brett Favre by not trying to be Brett Favre. Now you got a quarterback that we're not going to see this year because y'all really not in games, but it ain't to the point to where like, are we going to pull Brett and put Buddy in? They're not doing that. Right. So now, do you hurt the other team's feelings by drafting a quarterback the next chance you get to draft a quarterback? I don't know what picks they got, but you got to look at that. So now, am I bringing somebody in? Now I got a quarterback competition from somebody who's been here but not getting any playing time as opposed to a college kid that just got here and he's hot. He's big, prolific arm, all that overrated crap that they say, and this bastard can't read the damn defense, and he's throwing interceptions. I mean, Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay put both of themselves where they need to be at in a bad position.
Yeah,
I'm an AFC person. Jay's NFC. I'm happy that these bastards are about to struggle. I think it's about to be hilarious. They about to struggle for real.
He put them. He holding them hostage because they gave him $150 million contract
for the money.
Right. They gave him $150 million deal. They can't get players in. And you're not going. The only way you can do it is if you get a free agent quarterback to come to Green Bay. But a free agent ain't coming there if you don't have weapons for him. Again, it's Green Bay, Wisconsin. You need
a running back because obviously you don't trust none of your damn receivers.
Exactly. So
you put these bitches on blast every 2 weeks.
No, this is the beginning of the end for them because of how they structured their team around a quarterback that they trusted, whatever you want to call it. The way they structured their team is to win games in the regular season. Like this dude, if you look at his record, they won a Super Bowl in 2010. If you look at his playoff record from 2010, from 2011 to now, he's lost more playoff games than he's won.
Yep.
He has not made it back to a Super Bowl. He's been to a couple NFC championships, but he's lost them at home to Jimmy Garoppolo. That's a story for another day. But yeah, like as a franchise, like, and this, I don't want this to be a bash Green Bay segment, even though I'd love it to be. But
it will be because I got something to say.
But the fact of the matter is, like, if you just look at their organization, they are hamstrung by having a franchise quarterback because that's all they know.
Mm-hmm.
And a part of that is when you don't have a traditional ownership group like everybody else. You got the people, the fans,
right, are
your ownership that you got to answer to. They don't want to be irrelevant because they know that is the product in Wisconsin. Like that's they have. If they don't have a good quarterback, nobody's gonna come there to play football. So they gotta pay him. So he holding them hostage. He knows that. He know that they gotta pay him because if y'all don't pay me, what y'all gonna do? So, and that's the situation they in. They gave him too much power.
Green Bay is the Notre Dame of Wisconsin. I'm on NBC. I'm on TV every Saturday. You're gonna come see me. We've had success in the past. They're the NFL version of Notre Dame, but Aaron Rodgers is a good Phillip Rivers. You get your team to the playoff and then do what? Bounce out the rip. He's a good Phillip Rivers.
Robbing Green Bay like Kawhi. Exactly.
Hey, Mr. New Balance. Yeah, Mr. New Balance. Yeah. Yeah. I tried to talk bad about a Laker fan the other day, and he said, New Balance. I'm like, very disrespectful, sir. First of all, you're very disrespectful. And he's from Cali. He's from Compton. He's from Cali. My man Harvey, he was like, New Balance. I'm like, that hurt. That hurt a little bit.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. So to answer the question, I say
abandon
ship, man. They hit bottom. You got to abandon ship. Everybody jump off, man. The iceberg has hit the Titanic.
Hey, man,
iceberg that hit the Titanic.
Hey, the way people talk had a better chance of succeeding than what they doing. This whole thing is crazy. But there were some others had to ask that question. I don't want to spend it on my nerves too. Seattle. These 31-21 Cardinals, who is another team everybody could probably take another step. I'm still a little on the fence when it comes to that team. You know, they've got some pieces there to do something, but is doing the thing. Now it looks like, you know, somebody with Madden and turned all his stuff up to 100. He's just balling out right now. So, what are some of your thoughts when it comes to right now with Geno Russ?
You talking to me? Geno, to me, Geno's doing everything. Watch how I phrase this. Geno's doing everything you want your backup quarterback to do. But guess what? Geno ain't the backup quarterback in Seattle. He's the starter. He's the starter. Seattle didn't see this. I don't give a damn how many Seattle fans wanted Russ. No, Seattle fans didn't want Russ out. Russ wanted out. You the one looking crazy in Denver. You struggling. Let's ride. All that corny stuff. Geno Smith views him right. You know what I'm saying? Let's ride. Only good thing going for you, your wife is beautiful. Your wife is amazing. Let's just do that. Geno Smith is betting on himself to be legit. Don't get out there. You got home. We all got home, but we got homeboys that watch this show, and they'll be like, "Oh, you was corny that. Nah, man, your take was stupid." This boy's a professional quarterback. He don't want his boys looking at him like, "Man, you out here struggling, throwing the ball all over the yard." Man, that boy is playing. The team is literally playing as a team, bro. Geno Smith, hats off. I mean, do they even do comeback player of the year in the NFL?
Yeah.
That's the NFL's version of 6-man.
Yeah.
Do they do that?
Yes.
I mean, tell me who it is. If it ain't Geno, who is it?
Hey, no, you're absolutely right. And even to add to that, it's going to be hard to pick coach of the year because you got Robert Saleh for the Jets, you got Brian Daboll for the Giants, and you got Pete Carroll in Seattle because nobody expected any.
Nobody.
And look, they finna win that division. Seattle is finna get a home playoff game because they finna win that division.
Home.
They beat everybody in their division already, right? I don't know if they played San Francisco yet, but
I don't think so.
They got a 2-game lead. They got a 2-game lead on the 49ers right now, going into week 10 next week. They look good, man. 6-3, running away with the division. And Geno said it the first week. He said they wrote me off, and I ain't right back. So, hey.
Oh, I did hear that. So now I'm about to throw another one out there. Geno Smith is a great Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy B. Yeah, he having a good year, man.
Exactly.
They put the ball in his hands. It ain't like a don't lose us the game. Like they put him in a great situation to win. He playing with confidence. His teammates love playing with him. They having fun. They look like the Seattle from back in the day, back when they was getting that Legion of Boom. Like started getting good. That defense starting to play a lot better. And as long as he played mistake-free football and that defense play good, man.
Yeah, it looks like Seattle's offense trusts the defense and the defense trusts the offense. It looks like they're just like, we're good. We're not like, oh damn, I got to make this Superman play and knock the ball out or go for interception and miss it and just do catch. It looks like they really, really trust each other. I'm like, man, that's Geno Smith, bro. Geno Smith balling, man.
So you got to think of Pete Carroll as the coach of the year candidate, man, because he essentially has a backup quarterback that's about to win the division where the Super Bowl champion is at and where the 49ers is at. And people were talking about the Rams possibly repeating. The Rams ain't gonna make the playoffs. Spoiler alert.
Rams
won't make the playoffs. So I put that on my overreaction Monday last week on my Facebook. Every Monday I do an overreaction Monday for the NFL, and I put the Rams in Tampa Bay are out of playoff contention.
Out. And go ahead and get them boys from Wisconsin in there too. Green Bay.
They just played in Tampa Bay, and the Rams played today, and the Rams lost again. So I'm telling you, they out of there. So
Green Bay out of there too.
Oh yeah, they done. Yeah, they done for sure.
Yeah, they done. All right,
yep.
I got to break. And when we come back, we're gonna talk some college. So y'all stay tuned. We talk about. All right.
Took the headphones off.
Hey everybody, it's the Hey Coach. It's the Hey Coach podcast. It's not my headphones are just headphones. So without them, I can't hear anybody.
He in there listening to Jay-Z or Nas or somebody right now.
Anyways, we are back. NFL. We're talking all to the college rankings. College rankings. We have 9-0, Ohio 9-0. Michigan will be you 9-0. Rounding out the top 5, the Tennessee 1. Jay, those 5 teams, one has the best shot to win it all.
Georgia. Georgia, and we talked about this at the beginning of the year. I still don't understand why Georgia isn't the number 1 team in the country and why they didn't stay the number 1 team in the country. They have not lost. When is the last time Georgia lost a football game? Somebody tell me. When? The whole country has lost football games. When the last time they lost a game? Like, the disrespect for Georgia and Stetson Bennett is crazy to me, man. You saw what they just did to Tennessee yesterday.
Yes.
That was those type of losses you can blame on the college football playoff committee. Like, if Tennessee want to be mad at somebody, like, man, why y'all ain't just make them number 1? Why y'all make them do that to us? Like, that was we pissed off that y'all made them number 1, just jump over us because they beat Alabama, and Alabama is down this year. Everybody can see it. Just because they beat Nick Saban, y'all going to make them leapfrog the defending national champions. Now we got to hit them over the head. So they blew them out. So everybody just calm down. Georgia is the best team in the country. They got a 6-year senior quarterback. Like, this dude should be in the league right now. Stetson Bennett doesn't play. He got every color of the rainbow shirt, red shirt, purple shirt, blue shirt, and he just winning football games.
That's a great joke. Nobody gets that. Nobody really gets the red shirt.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody, people. I mean, it's such a knee-jerk reaction to these polls, and just like we talked about earlier this year in season 2. Wait till we get around Thanksgiving. Y'all gonna see who the real teams in college football is. And sure enough, Georgia's still beating everybody every week. They're not struggling with nobody. Clemson struggling to beat Syracuse. Alabama done lost twice. Tennessee got their head bust. Like, everybody just chill out. Georgia might run the table again. So, like I said in the summer, this is gonna be my pick still. I think Georgia's number 1.
I feel it's going to be, if anything should happen, it should be Georgia and Ohio State. But Ohio State struggled with Northwestern yesterday. Struggled.
If that'll be determined by Ohio State, Michigan. We already know. That's why I ain't say nothing about that game. We know whoever wins between Ohio State and Michigan, that's who's going to get the nod.
That right there. But when they ranked Tennessee number 1, I'm like, okay. I just kind of started feeling Tennessee on, what they can do.
Nope.
And then I realized, I'm like, damn, they play Georgia? I'm like,
as soon as I saw as soon as I saw them pit them number 1 in the first college football play, I was like, they lost. I knew that's going to lose.
Right. Because you're gonna feed into the thing, and I'm like, oh wow,
They've never been in that position before. I'm like, y'all
right. I'm like, damn,
number
1. I'm like, I don't know about that.
Y'all gonna rank them number 1 the week before they got to go to Georgia and play? Come on,
yeah. And my boy I grew up with from Illinois, he lived in Florida. He a Georgia fan. He said, "Oh, I'm in the building. I can't wait you said I can't wait for this." Oh, he talked so crazy and reckless. I mean, but Georgia jumped on these cats like, I can't even believe y'all had the nerve to get these boys money. And that's why I hate rankings in college football, especially. They don't pan out. They don't pan out. And then like you said, somebody said yesterday on TV, why are they still keeping the door open for Alabama? You lost twice. Like, I get it. Y'all loved it when them and Clemson was about to bump heads. Y'all loved it. Because you figured Nick will leave, Dabo will leave Clemson. Man, Dabo a god at Clemson. Dabo ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Dabo going to have to turn into straight trash, under 500, and not make a bowl for them to get him out of there.
Right. But he'll always be in the run and win a bowl because the ACC ain't that good. He'll run the ACC.
It's not. Hey, they said today, y'all, both of y'all imagine this. They said today, like, do y'all realize Florida State and Miami played last night? They said, "Do you realize how big this game would have been years ago?"
Yeah.
Florida State and Miami. I told my boy, I was like, "Boy, ain't nobody watching that shit." I was like, "Ain't nobody watching that damn game."
I didn't even know they played. Damn. I did not know.
That's like Yankees. That's like Yankees in Boston. Don't nobody give a damn about two of them franchises right now. Like,
man, I honestly did not know they played.
But Jay, think about it. 10, 12, 15 years ago, Florida State and Miami are about to play.
Oh, that's college game day.
On a Saturday?
Yeah. College game day.
That's a game to watch.
That's college game day.
They 45-3.
Yeah.
Beat the dog shit. Beat them. Beat the brakes off them.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Pretty bad.
I would say, but to answer your question, Tim, man, I would say Georgia and whoever win between Ohio State and Michigan is going to be. Yeah, I'm hoping, like Rashard said, I'm hoping that one of them teams win and go to the college football playoffs, because then Illinois, if they keep winning, get a Rose Bowl. So
they go to the Rose Bowl. I told you last weekend.
We're going to Big Ten. Let's go.
Tim, you don't get it. You don't get it. Low key, Illinois fans are pulling for both of these bastards this coming up next week.
Big Ten, let's go.
For Illinois to play a January bowl game in Pasadena, California, which is the Rose Bowl, the granddaddy of them all. Get the hell out of here, man. I have my Illinois stuff on. I got it over here. I'll put that on everything.
I'll be doing a head coach podcast with a rose in my mouth, boy.
Tim, they haven't been relevant for so long. It's almost like the Seattle Mariners, like 2001. That's the last time they were really, really kind of ranked. So it's like for Illinois to be 16, 17, yeah, they took an L, but they got a chance to go to the Big Ten championship, and all they need is Michigan and Ohio State to do what they need to do and go to one of them. Them boys going to the Rose Bowl, man.
I'm hoping so, man.
Watch that podcast. Watch the Illinois Rose Bowl podcast. It's going to be a little different.
I know, right? So I have a question. We'll start with Jay on this one. College football team or is in a little bit of trouble, staying relevant, as far as staying ahead. Are we done with Alabama, load, but whatever. For this year, and let's some trouble.
You say other than Alabama? What are you asking? Other than Alabama, who's in trouble?
Alabama, like at the top 10. I mean, I think Georgia's going to definitely be fine. Teams have been top teams that are struggling. Which ones do you think are more in trouble?
This season or in the future?
This season and the future.
I guess I can answer that. Those would be two different answers for me. I think the obvious answer is Alabama as far as who's in trouble now. In the current, they got 2 losses. They still got to play in the Iron Bowl. They got to play Auburn, which is always a big game, no matter how good or bad either one of those teams are. They still got to play the Iron Bowl. Yeah. Them losing to LSU is a big loss for Alabama, obviously, because they'll be knocked out of college football playoff rankings. But it's big for Brian Kelly and LSU because he needed a big signature win in his first year, and he got it. So that's going to be a big win. And it ain't over for Alabama. They can mess around and lose back-to-back games. They got to go to Ole Miss next week. So people forgetting about that. Ole Miss is 8-1, 7-1, something like that. They ranked 11. So they got to go to Ole Miss, and I guarantee you, who's the coach down there? I can't remember his name. Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin licking his chops trying to beat Nick Saban, boy. So if they lose that game, I don't know when the last time we seen a 3-loss Alabama team.
3 loss. I was about to say when the last time we seen 3.
I'm gonna segue to you on that, Rashard. I'm gonna let you take the baton and run on that.
All right. So fellas, what we got? We got 4 teams that are undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan, and TCU. I will repeat the last one, TCU.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Damian Thompson ain't running through the damn line anytime soon.
Yeah.
He's not. He's not doing it. He's not doing it. Tennessee only lost 1. Oregon, Oregon's the San Diego Chargers or the LA Chargers of the NCAA. You have a good season and y'all don't ever do nothing. They're trash. LSU 2 losses. USC 8-1. This is where I go with it. UCLA 8-1. Bama 7-2. Why is Ole Miss, like Jay just said, why are we 8-1 and we behind Bama? And we both play in the SEC.
Right.
How is that possible?
So
Clemson's 8-1 in the ACC, and you're behind Bama.
yeah,
You're giving St. Nick too much credit. Did anybody realize how good Utah is? 7-2.
Yeah. They don't get them West Coast teams no love, man. Everybody knows football
They
is
come on too late. They come on too late, and most of the reporters and everything. It's to me, they're like, they want, you're gonna have Alabama's not gonna be in that thing this year because you got to have TCU slip, Tennessee slip, Oregon slip, and LSU and USC and UCLA all to slip for Bama to even get to 5. So I feel the standings now are solid. I never saw TCU being the 4th ranked team, and I live in this state. I'm like,
if they run the table in the Big 12, they got to be in the college football playoff.
Got to. Power 5. Got to.
They got to be.
But Jay, you'll like this. I didn't realize how many Big 10 programs were top 25.
Yes, sir. We in there. We in there, baby.
They in that thing, man. I'm looking like,
we in that thing, baby. Let's
they
go.
are in there.
We in there.
I'm
Big 10
like,
in there.
okay, the Big 10. Everybody keep talking about SEC. Don't sleep on that Big 10. Do
Big
not.
10 in there, man. For sure.
Do
Big
not.
10. Now to answer your question, Tim, long term, who's in trouble? It's got to be Texas A&M, right? Jimbo Fisher.
Oh yeah.
The expectation was so high for them after they fired Kevin Sumlin. If you look at Jimbo Fisher's record now, he had the same amount of games as Kevin Sumlin. He losing way more than Kevin Sumlin was. I'm telling you, Texas A&M, they can't be looking at Jimbo Fisher and not be like, damn. We could have kept Kevin Sumlin for cheaper to do this. Like he was going to bowl games. At least he had Johnny. He had a Heisman Trophy quarterback. Beat Bama. Like I don't know what Jimbo doing, especially all that noise he was making in the offseason.
Jay, they just brought everything you just said. Everything you just said. They brought it up this week on the Sports Talk Radio here in Houston.
See?
They're like going off of overhyped stuff at Florida State.
Yep.
It came to A&M. Y'all could have kept Sumlin, but you ran him off to get. And what's so crazy? The caller was.
Oh, you already know.
It was like, I'm trying to figure out why y'all ran the brother off for the white cat, and he not producing. But y'all ran him off.
Because they're in College Station, Texas.
And
you know why?
College Station.
Yeah.
It's a small. Bryan College Station is small, probably about 100,000, and that's life. That's like you would think there's no major Astros, Texans, Cowboys, Mavs, Houston. You would think there was no other teams in that. You would think College Station was like South Carolina.
Look,
like
everybody,
there's no professional teams.
Everybody call it like it is. Jimbo Fisher, like Jameis Winston, he's living off Jameis Winston, man. Because he ain't done nothing before or after Jameis Winston left Florida State.
Bro, the dude called in. He said, "Man, I don't want to make it racial. I'm just gonna say what I'm gonna say." And he said exactly. He was like, "What has he done?" Because your boy under fire too. The UT coach.
Yeah,
he on the hot seat.
Because
Because they about to get. But I think you got to think they're 3 quarterbacks deep, including Arch Manning. They're like, okay, so do you have the guts to sit Arch with that last name? Which, yeah, I'm the coach. Yeah, fuck it. We'll save him. But is the quarterback in front of him, what year is he? Is he a sophomore or a junior? And can Arch beat him? So both A&M and UT? Oh, shit. Man, these coaches both on the hot seat.
Hey, look, you know how much money
on the hot seat.
You know how much money they paid Arch to get Arch Manning there? He playing.
Bruh.
Bruh.
But no, they really talking about like, yo, he can sit. Because it's gonna be UT. This is the problem UT got right now. UT has the same problem that Ohio State had when Burrow was there. It's too quarterback, it's too heavy. You getting a top MF, you getting like, come on, man.
The quarterback that's playing right now gonna have to transfer because
they already said it. They already said he probably gonna go to the Pac-10, Pac-12, whatever it is. I'm talking about they're literally talking about this like he's got to go. The dude behind him, if you can't freaking beat Arch out, you got to go because you got to save your eligibility.
Yeah.
You got to go.
They paid to see Arch Manning. Literally paid to see
Arch better pan out to be your last name because they showing it. The black quarterback, I forgot what state I think he's from Cali or something. They talking about he coded in that, but all that hype and coded in, you get into a real system, yada, yada, yada. But, yeah, they say the quarterbacks is in front of Arch right now. Y'all better figure it out before he hits campus.
Yep. No. Arch,
how crazy is that?
Arch going to be a guy. And he'll either stay there or mess around, go to Ole Miss where his uncle went. Play for Lane.
Yes, and I agree. Yes, and I agree. Bro, look at social media. All he got to do is call his boys he played with 7-on-7. Like, let's just go to Ole Miss. SEC. We can play we can play LSU. We can play Bama. Yep. We can play A&M.
Georgia.
T gonna be there. Georgia gonna be there. Florida gonna be. Come on, bro. Like,
let's run the table. Yep.
Let's go play for Lane. Let's go play for Lane Kiffin. That's me and you sitting next to each other at 7-on-7, and I got your number.
Yeah.
I got your personal line. Like, Jay, what's up, Tim? What's up, man? We can go hoop at Illinois. You be like, nah, I don't know. Like, bro, we can run it 3 freshmen. We can do the 5-3. Let's go. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Look at the smile on both of y'all faces. The 5-3, man. Fuck it. Let's go. We can go get 2 other bums. Shit.
Let's ride out. Yes, sir. So, yeah, man.
Look. Football is taking a turn. These programs are really scared. They're still gonna have your top name. You're still gonna have. They reload NFL players every year. Alabama just because of the name of in Alabama program itself, they're still gonna be able to pull guys in. But I just think other players are realizing, hey, I can go bigger name, but get there, do my thing, and get more coverage. So it's just hey, there's one for you.
Hell no.
There you go, Richard.
Hell no. No.
Yes.
No.
Hey, you know what? Christmas gift card coming, $50. Send me your personal information. Oh my God. Okay.
No.
Yo, Kev. Was that with Frost or was that with the current coach?
No, neither one.
Hey, first of all, Jay, watch your mouth. Very disrespectful.
Don't set that kid up for failure. First of all, he's from Louisiana. You're going to have him go all the way to the north, come all the way to the north and set him up for failure. He'll be losing every hit.
I think Kev might be messing with me because nobody realized I'm a Nebraska fan, so I really think Kev done set me up for the okie doke. But I appreciate the fact that you even put that on there.
That kid will lose more games in one season than he ever lost his entire life.
Ever lost in his whole four high school
In
career.
his entire life. Do not set that kid up for failure. Hell no. Stay down south, young man.
That'll be an option.
Go where your uncles went. What he should have did is went to Tennessee, because that Tennessee quarterback going to the league. He could have stepped right in, played where Peyton.
I think he's kind of one of those. Let me set my own legacy.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? I think he's really on that. But I agree with you with if Texas doesn't pan out, he'll just bogart somebody at Ole Miss. Like, fuck it,
I'm not worried about the pressure. The dude had pressure since he came out the womb. His last name Manning. Like, I'm not worried about that. He done broke every single record that Peyton and Eli had in high school. He done threw for 15,000 yards and 700 touchdowns. He got some crazy numbers out of Newman in New Orleans, his high school. His numbers are stupid. So the pressure of being a Manning, it's gonna be pressure wherever you go because of the name. It doesn't matter the school. I don't think the school matters. But he needs to go somewhere where he can play and where he can win, somewhere he can be successful. Going to Illinois. I wouldn't, and I'm an Illinois fan. I wouldn't even want him to come to Illinois.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I would want him to stay in the South where you're comfortable.
Stay in the South where you're comfortable. But I ain't coming in and put some gloves on, man, and throwing that snow.
Where you can go somewhere and you can win. The only reason I say Tennessee is because they got a good offense. Obviously, they got one of the best offenses in the country in Tennessee. And that quarterback is about to go to the league. So he could step right in and play.
My boy told me to watch that damn Tennessee offense last week. He's like, watch how quick they snap the ball. I'm like, what are you talking about? I watched it. I'm like,
if you look at Arch Manning in high school, if you look at how he played in high school, he plays very similar to what Tennessee played like. He would step into that system and sling from day one.
Watch Tim. Watch Tim's face when I say this. Who the hell is playing the Loyola Marymount football type system? Man, that boy is, Tennessee is like, I know we older than you, Jay. That's the only reason I said that.
I know. Hank Gabbard, Bo Kimball, I already know what you're talking about, man.
And who in the my boy is like, watch how quick they snap the ball. I'm like, what are you talking about? Man, he's like, I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah,
this
man.
is crazy.
No, it's all good, man. But I know what you mean. But we'll see. We'll see what he do in Texas. I think he going to boost his pay for him to play. He gonna play.
I agree. All right, hey guys. When we come back, we're gonna jump into some NBA. Get into some NBA.
I'm sitting out this segment. I'm sitting out this segment.
You ready? About to sit out there. About.
Let's go. You know what
I'm saying? So we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right.
I'm not getting banned. I'm not getting banned. Y'all not.
We're back with more. Hey, come to good because you already know what's coming up. Talk some NBA basketball, but part out of the way, and let's just go ahead about this. What's going on with the Nets? It is a mess. Steve Nash got fired, and then with all this craziness going on. Rashard. Yeah, Rashard Wade, the person to talk about. You love, I know you do. So we're gonna let you talk about. Go for it.
Get that disclaimer ready.
Nope.
Actually, on this, I agree with everything he got to say.
I'm not even gonna give y'all what y'all want. I'm not. I figured the young man needs to actually be smarter than he think he is. We say he going to deep water. No, okay, no. We good. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I just think that these black athletes that are making millions, man, about to be billionaires, need to think of generational wealth. Stop being a follower. I watched the Kanye 3 hour, the 3 hour thing, and I'm looking like, all right, I get it. But some of the stuff, if y'all have never watched it, I don't know if it's still on there or whatever. I literally watched it. I'm like, all right, I get the point. Kanye was more hurt behind his kids. Kyrie followed this. Brooklyn, KD asked to y'all either fire Nash and get rid of old buddy. I don't want to come. They looking like not doing that. He was like, oh, okay. Kyrie, you can either get your contract or okay. Why would you turn down this? I think these dudes now, they don't have what they say in the locker room, the old heads, to really like hold their hand. Like I didn't watch the show. That's why when one of y'all hit like what's the name of the show, I didn't even respond. Like I'm not about to look into this. I know what the name of it is. I'm like, I'm not about to be. I'm like, you in a time to where keep it to yourself sometimes, man. You don't have to everything don't have to have a reaction, bro. I could be the most hateful dude and can't stand a certain race or the color of these people's skin, yada yada yada. I'm not making millions. I got to get up in like 7 hours, and I hate my damn job. Hate, capital HAT. I work at a post office. I hate my damn job. Guess what? If you watching this, then you following me. I ain't fired tomorrow. Ain't nobody taking my damn shirt from me tomorrow. Like, oh, this motherfucker tripping. It's not happening. Be smart. You cannot get on here. If you want to be Jim Brown and Kareem and Muhammad Ali, if you want to be that, be that. Kaepernick ain't did nothing stupid since all the foolishness. What have you seen Cap on? Nothing. You don't hear nothing negative about Cap. Cap just couldn't come back to the league because they say he couldn't play. I'm going to leave it at that, man. Be smart with what you try to say. Kanye gave you a blueprint on how to lose your money, and your stupid butt followed it. You're a follower. You're not a leader. I'm done.
Yeah, because he lost Nike. Okay.
He gave you the blueprint on how to lose money. He gave you the blueprint, and you followed it. All right. Way to go, dummy. Think about it. Think about it. Y'all, I mean, we all laughing, but like, really, this dude literally gave you the blueprint 3 weeks ago on how to trick off your generational money. You do the same thing that me, Tim, and Jay do. You are a hooper. You like to ball. You just put in more work than us. That's all. That's all. It ain't. That's all, bro. You put in a little bit more work than we did. You made it to the league. Great, bruh. Now you just too much.
Yeah, I think. So I'm gonna take it a different way. I'm gonna go a different route. I think if it was anybody else, it wouldn't have been that big of an issue. I think because Kyrie he done set a precedent with the vaccine, and he done set a precedent with everything with other teams he played on. Like we was talking about before the show. For the people that don't know, he's missed 314 games in his career. He's been in the league for 11 years. He's literally missed 4 years of NBA basketball almost.
And they talking about Zion.
314 basketball games for a number of reasons. So this particular instance, they already was eyeing him, man. So with the vaccine stuff, so there's already a precedent set that if he does anything that is not in line with the NBA or with our product, we have to discipline him. So when he did what he did, for those who don't know, he there's a movie and a book on Amazon, which is still on Amazon, by the way, and there's no backlash on Amazon or Jeff Bezos. But it's the book Hebrews to Negroes or Negroes to Hebrews, one of the two. I'm paraphrasing, but it's on Amazon, and it just talks about their religious beliefs on what they believe has happened in real life or in real time with Holocaust, with Jewish community, the culture, the race, is Hebrew Israelites that talk about, how they feel about what happened in history of time, and that Negroes were the first Jews or the first people. That's what their religion believes, Hebrew Israelites. That's what Kyrie Irving did. What he did was he retweeted an excerpt from that movie. He didn't write any comments about it. He didn't say he was anti-Semitic. He didn't say, watch this, I hate this group of people. He just tweeted something in that movie because of his studying, from his teachings of it. So because he did that, obviously the media or people will spin it, oh, he must be anti-Semitic because he watched that or he tweeted that. He never said anything about it. He never commented that he was against anybody. His whole religion, his whole religious experience is about loving and equality for everybody. They don't talk about all the good that he does. They don't talk about all of the donations he makes. He basically took care of George Floyd's family, bought them houses, rebuilt communities. They never bring any of that up. He talks about a religious question. It actually came out in a tweet as a question. He was questioning something that happened. He didn't say it was. Just like the flat earth stuff. Like he may believe it, but he's questioning what we've been taught in the end. So it can be considered crazy, weird, like where is this coming from? But all he's doing is questioning what has been taught to our society all the time, right? He does that. It upsets the apple cart. The bad thing about it is we can do that, but he can't do it because he's under a corporate umbrella. But if a normal person does it, there's no issue. The fact that he's under the NBA, and this is what made it all bullshit to me. They wanted an apology. He's saying, I'm not anti-Semitic. I know where I come from. Therefore, I don't think I need to apologize. I'm questioning what is being out there into the public. And because there's so much pressure on the NBA to discipline him, they literally told him, the organization, the net said, all right, you need to apologize or do something because we're getting backlash. So they're like, all right. So now they make him donate money to these causes. And then the Jewish community, 500,000, and the Nets basically said, look, if you donate this, we'll match it. He said, all right, I'll do that. The Jewish community didn't accept it. So now they didn't get that. So now Adam Silver's like, we need to talk personally, and you need to make a public apology because it's making our product look bad. He's like, I already told them, I'm just doing research and I'm questioning what I see from Amazon. Again, this movie's still on Amazon. Nobody talked about it. So because he didn't listen to what his superiors or his subordinates said, his bosses said, they suspend him for 5 games. They're like, all right, we gave you enough time to do what we said that we wanted you to do, and you didn't do it. So now we got to suspend you without pay. The only reason they're suspending him without pay, and now you hear from Shaq, Charles Barkley, LeBron, talking about he's an idiot and all this stuff. First of all, the only reason LeBron is responding like that is because he's protecting his investment. He wants to be an NBA owner someday. He wants to be a team owner. So he has to fall in line with what the NBA wants him to fall in line with, because if he agrees or sides with Kyrie down the road when he retires, they can be like, nah, you can't own no NBA franchise. You was talking about this over here in 2022. So I already know what LeBron is. So, but people don't understand that. Everybody just sees, oh, Kyrie says something that we don't agree with. The masses disagree. He must be anti-Semitic or racist. No, it has nothing to do with him being racist or anything. He's just questioning our human history. But the way he's going about it is not to the standard of what everybody else thinks it is. I don't think he's a bad guy. I think he just questions a lot of stuff, but he does it in a public platform And when you do it in a public platform that involves endorsements, it involves money, they have to react to the masses. Nike has so many fans and so many people that spend money. They don't want the backlash, the negative backlash, so they did what they had to do. The NBA is a product. They get negative backlash. They have to do what they have to do. At the end of the day, I've never heard Kyrie get in trouble with the law. I've never heard Kyrie Irving get in trouble off the court for doing anything to any women. He damn sure ain't did what Brett Favre did, stealing money from a whole entire state. He's doing the opposite of what Brett Favre does. He donates to people. He is an activist when it comes to all different walks of life. But because he views the world different than everybody else, and because people don't agree with what he does, anytime he does something bad, it's going to get scrutinized. And that's how I feel about it. Yes, he's a great basketball player. He's still a young kid that's trying to figure out his way in the world. He's just going about it in a public's platform. That's what I think it is. He's not the only person that feels this way. It's just the fact that he's famous. It just illuminates all over the media that he's this type of person.
Right. And you have to look at Kyrie. So now me switch the whole flip of what I said at first. I'm a millionaire. You're not going to tell me how I should apologize or how I should feel about this topic.
Exactly.
That's what you're not going to do. You're not going to tell me X, Y, and Z. I got here, blood, sweat, and tears, that little corny little phrase, hooping. I have this platform. I didn't make this movie.
Exactly.
I have nothing to do with this Amazon stuff. I'm not invested in Amazon. I had nothing to do with this. He either saw it or he saw a trailer. I would love to figure out, did he see the whole thing or however that happened?
Correct.
But me being a millionaire, a black man in this country here, you're not gonna tell me how my apology needs to be. Well, you should apologize to her because you went out and she knew that y'all had went to school together, y'all was close. You didn't sleep with her, but how you gonna tell me that's my homegirl from college? I just kind of we hung out for a little minute, and you can't tell me that. That's the problem with all of this. That's why I'm looking like I'm not gonna give y'all what y'all thought I was gonna say. I'm looking like,
right,
bro.
You can't force him to tell.
Who's in a bad position
genuine anyway? If they force somebody, it's just like when you was a kid. You hit your brother on the head, or you trip somebody outside, and go out there and say you're sorry. I'm not saying it'll be a genuine apology. Like I don't feel like
it's not.
Like,
and I'd rather not be fake than it's like, oh, okay, I apologize to the Jewish community, and then I got to smirk. Now everybody dissecting. Oh, look at his facial expression. Look at his body language. If I'm about to be about this,
he's in a lose-lose situation, and it's all
exactly.
All he's doing is questioning the human history. We all had history books. Me and my boy were talking about this too. I'm sorry, I cut you off, Sean. I'm gonna just make this one point.
No, go ahead.
Me and my boy, we talk almost every other week. One of my homeboys. We was literally talking about history books. He works in a school. He was reading a book with this girl in school, a young girl, and he said it was literally a paragraph in the book about slavery. That's it.
A paragraph. I get where you're going. I'm an ex-teacher. I get where you're going. You said a paragraph. I know
years of history. He said it was a paragraph, and he said it was about 6 or 7 chapters about the Holocaust. The point he was making was he's not saying that slavery is more important than the Holocaust, but damn, what they're doing in these books from when we was in school and what we read about slavery to what is being diluted to now, all Kyrie Irving is saying is the history of this world needs to be questioned. And this is how I'm going about getting questions. And people don't like the way he's going about it. He's just upsetting the apple cart. That's all it is.
Bro, did y'all see that they said Shaq's theater played the movie and then nobody say nothing about it? I didn't know Shaq had a movie theater like Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean it's a bad situation, man. I mean they said my boy Justin, he just texted me. He watching it right now. Justin hit me Saturday. He was like, yo, Tatum tried to say something like, we can't say nothing. They say social media was like, Tatum, you ain't got that money like Kyrie. You might want to pipe the hell down, brother. You can't take that hit. Because you're gonna get blackballed. You're gonna get you close to Kaepernick. You close. You close. You close to Ocho Cinco. You close to T.O. You close to Kaepernick. Like, and I know it. I know it as a black man in this country. I'm not gonna risk generational wealth for a 20-second slick comment.
Right.
I'm not.
And all Kyrie and Kanye are telling y'all is freedom and freedom. Freedom is not free. How free are we? Right? They say we
Mr.
are.
Charlie. If y'all don't know who Mr. Charlie is, I'll leave it alone.
Yeah. How free are we?
Here's
Kuzma.
Yeah, I've got a lot of different points. You know, that when I think about you know, I just, and the reason why about, you know, when I started in the military, and you know, we fought for peace and all that stuff, and I believe, I think about, you know, everybody that came before, whether you're black, whether you're, you know, saying you're whatever it is. I think about all this stuff. The only issue was not the fact that he was questioning this stuff too. He should. We all should. You know, we should be just taking it as, okay, they give it to us in school. It is, and no, research it. Take something somebody says without doing your own. You know what I'm saying? You should never ever.
My boy corrected me. I'm sorry. I'm laughing. Justin just said, he was like, "It's Kuz, not Tatum." I'm like, damn. I swear to God, I said Kuz.
Yeah.
Justin was like, nah.
But the thing that really bothers me, you know, I have no problem. Go back and read the comments that he made. I mean, you know, like Jay said, he was just posting what he saw or whatever, and he was posing as a question. I'm with that. What I do have a problem with is it became to where about certain subjects without hurting somebody's feelings. These are questions, and these are questions should be asked because of simple factory books. They don't talk about slavery anymore. Right. I mean, yeah, they talk about it's not something that is ingrained. And I'm so sick and tired of these people crap with Donald Trump talking about make America great again. At what point in time was it great? At what point in time was that great? That's my thing. That's why I get so upset. The thing is, if you don't understand not just the little parts that make your great for you, if you don't study all of it, dead is because we keep it alive. A lot of stuff is still going on because we keep it alive. Let's be able to put yourself in a position. Understand where somebody, you know what I'm saying? Understand that there might be some make if I don't at least Kyrie's got some Jewish, I don't know if he's got Jewish friends, but he's got people before I post something. How would you perceive this if you know I just said, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna ask it privately, make sure that they'll be affected by it. It's not gonna be affected by it. Posing it like my whole thing did it right. He went personnel and he said, "Hey, I feel that it's pointing across without offending who served." And that soldier told him, "We do whenever we have a fallen kneel," and that's what he told him to do. Ask somebody before he made his, and that's my only point when it comes up about Kyrie and all this whole stuff. Like, bro, you have all the right He definitely should. We all should. At some point in time, you got to take accountability. Number one, this because of my stature and my stature. Who can this really affect? Is what I'm about to say, what I'm about to tweet, hurt somebody to the point where causing more. I'm honestly maybe causing now than the ones that I mean, you know, I don't want to. I don't know how many Holocaust survivors. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Like that's because I'm able to, you know what I'm saying, and I really haven't recently. Now all this going on, I'm kind of wanting to, you know what I'm saying? I'm wanting to reach out because, you know, that's just, I don't know, man. It irritated me. The fact that a lot of athletes, wherever it is, they just post stuff without even thinking maybe before I say or do this. Freaking time or your career. First of all, you're just completely ignorant about. Like he is, and like I said, when I went back and looked at some valid questions, but bruh, could ask your question without posting that the title of the movie. Hey, I was looking at something. Can someone help me? Now that open conversation. Jay, I seen you.
Say that last part. What you say?
Oh, okay. I can hear you now, Jay. I'm
okay.
like, I couldn't even hear you.
Yeah, I was about to say, what happened? Something. I didn't know if you had something.
No, not at all, man. I'm listening to what you're saying. Like, basically, the gist of it is, like we just talked about. You basically add on to what we were saying about the history that he's just questioning, and they won't allow us to do it. Like if you literally want to bring up anything that happened in our history that they don't agree with, or they try to sweep under the rug, it's gonna get this cancel culture that we about. You know what I mean? They'll cancel everybody, and they're using it as a scare tactic. That's all it is, man. This is another scare tactic. We gonna hit your pockets. We can't throw you in jail for talking, but we can hit your pocket. We can silence your pockets, though. We gonna put your bank account in jail. You know what I'm saying? We can't physically put you in jail, but financially, if you don't be quiet, you're gonna lose all this money. And this is what they do. They're gonna wait till, and they use the most successful people as the example. So to your boy, like he was saying, Kyle Kuzma, I guarantee Kyle Kuzma could have said what Kyrie said. He wouldn't have gotten as much trouble because his earning potential isn't as high as Kyrie. That's why. You know what I'm saying? Like he can get away with that because Kyle Kuzma's trying to make his money. Now, it may get stopped for a while, but after a year later, it'll go away because he's not that big of a star as a Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving got endorsements. He got kids that follow him. He's a global brand. Like if you're a Nike client, you're a global brand. And the fact that somebody like Kyrie touched so many people from a global standpoint, they're like, and we make an example out of him. The fact that they're telling him how he should apologize alone, as a human being, should make you question. All right, let's go do some research on what he really did. Like, what is he really doing that they basically sunning him right now, telling him this is how we want you to apologize. You have to donate $500,000. You have to apologize publicly. You have to do this, or else. Like, what the fuck y'all talking about? Or else, like, I can't say what I want to do.
Right. So, I can downsize my crib. I can do some shit. Like, yeah,
man, it's crazy. So, and when you got guys like LeBron and guys like Shaq and Kyrie and Charles Barkley, I'm not saying they need to back him, but to go all the way on the other end and call him an idiot and not support what he's saying, just say you disagree. There's a lot of different ways to not side with Kyrie. Like Kevin Durant did. Kevin Durant said, I just hope that we can get past this. It's all love. Like we're here to play basketball, and we're not. Like he gave you the PC answer. because he understands like I can't go one way or another. Like
no, he's not. Yeah, he can't. He can't go.
I have to say I'm neutral. Like I got to be Switzerland on this. Most people, I mean, obviously, as media and as people, we want you to pick sides because that's the way our society is. That's where our politics is. They only make you feel like you only have two options, this way or that way. So the fact that Shaq and all them totally went left and was like, "Oh, he's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about." Y'all don't know what he's talking about, so he can call you an idiot because you don't know what he's saying. It would be better to just say we don't agree with what we see, and we don't know all the details. But from what it looks like, we don't agree with that.
Well, today, Jay. So they showed a picture of. Remember Charles Barkley doing the Weight Watcher stuff?
Yes.
Black dress.
Yes.
Shaq. He had a female's outfit on. LeBron, he was dressed up like the lady from Progressive with the wig on.
I did see that. Yeah.
But my thing is, Nike did the world a favor because it was only going to be 103 Kyrie Irving's shoes sold for this next calendar year because nobody buys them bitches. So it was only going to be 103 of them hoes. So they ain't really just like take nothing out of it, man.
But yeah, man, that's how they're gonna try to get them. They're gonna try to get them.
So yeah, Tim, if you ain't seen it, they got Shaq in a women's outfit. They got Charles in the black, and then they got fucking LeBron in the progressive, whatever Flo from Progressive, which we all forgot about.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. So you're right on that. Yeah, like I said, the only issue, right? Like I said, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the whole thing. Somebody talk to somebody before you go over and definitely, to make sure everything's going. You hate it. I honestly hate it for like the hours and stuff like that because it's like they can't. They always have to keep up this and therefore we, but then every once in a while you get somebody like a cop that break away from that and like, look, and this time I'm trying to express myself. I process things by question. I mean, that's how I process things. Hate it for him because of the fact that it's been like that. Now, what he's doing and not doing on the back, as a fan and as a coach, is you said he missed 300. How many games?
314 days. So that's
300
almost 4 NBA seasons.
That's my problem. Injuries are injuries, but like he just didn't feel like showing up.
Yeah.
And that's when you start also these other comments and stuff like that.
I mean, Kawhi got to
gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why Anthony Davis called street clothes. We got Kawhi running around.
Hey, we need to start questioning these nicknames. Kawhi needs to be up there on that.
Right.
Talk about the claw. Oh, that's what he's using in his hover round.
We're not doing the club. We did leisure suit. We gonna call him leisure suit. Yeah, we're not doing the club.
He said the leisure suit.
Yeah,
that man said the leisure suit.
Nah, we not doing short set. We not doing.
Yes, sir.
He said he got some shorts. Check it out. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna get off this stuff here, and we're gonna get into series. So you guys stick around. Hey, welcome. It's Hey Coach. You already know I'm still rocking and rolling with Rashard Collins. Gentlemen, how are we doing so far?
Good.
Doing good, man. About to finish strong, so we're good.
And speaking of finishing strong, congrats to the Houston Ash. Look, I see he's composing himself. He's even though it's not. But hey, Dusty got it about that. Jay, what are the series? That
Man, so the Astros won their series in 6 games, 4-2, with a 4-1 win last night. I picked the Phillies to win. I didn't have a dog in the fight, but I picked the Phillies to win just because I was like, man, I'm a gambler. So I'm like, man, ain't no way he could have let Mattress Mac win this 75. And that boy won $75 million last night, man. So it's crazy. Hey, congratulations to Mattress Mac. Shout out to the trash can banging Astros, man. Hey, they did their thing, man. Can't hate on them. Shout out to Dusty Baker winning him a World Series. I'm happy for him. A black manager winning the World Series. That's great. All these years he's been managing, he finally solidified himself, man. He needed to get that. So yeah, the Astros. I mean, look, after all the jokes and about what they did, a few years back, to come back after losing George Springer, after losing the other cat that they had on their team,
Carrera, they lost Carrera.
Yeah. After losing all their guys, to revamp that team and come back with a 40-year-old Verlander, with all those dudes, and win again, getting to the winning another ALCS. Congrats to them, man. I mean, you got to go out and play the game. They did it the right way this year. We think as of now. The Phillies came out hot. Nobody thought the Phillies would make it to the World Series. They did. Everybody thought the Braves was going to probably come back. And the Yankees had a good story. And in the end, the Astros ended up beating everybody. So congrats to Dusty Baker. Mattress Matt. Man, that boy, man, that's whew. Congrats to him, man. 75. Hey, he won more money than Dusty Baker did for his contract. Boy, he looked like an MLB player after that. So
hey, man. Let me
like that.
Living in the city of Houston, I'm a Seattle fan, but to be around these fans and for me to listen to people talk about the trash cans, I told somebody today, he on the feed right now, it's Justin. I said, do you realize that's no different than me standing at second base telling Jamal is about to be a split finger? You know how quick you got to process that? It's not like the Astros got somebody's playbook from the Phillies and it was left in the locker room and you knew what the first 15 pitches were going to be. I say that because I laugh when everybody says it, and I'm not going at you, Jay. This is national. And I laugh. I'm looking like, y'all know how quick, if I'm on second base and Jay is up there batting, and let's say Tim is on deck, I'm giving you a signal. I'm still in the catcher's signal that he got from the pitcher, like, yo, it's about to be a fastball. The catcher's like, yeah. The pitcher's like, yeah. It's no different. For me to bang a trash can and make the noise and all that, you know how quick that process has to be for me getting the ball and doing all of that. It's irrelevant. When I first moved back to Houston, man, they had these boys projected. I got to find the Sports Illustrated thing for these boys to win the fucking World Series X amount of years. I'm like, y'all not even good. When I tell you they take it serious out here, last night in the city, y'all got Academy or Dick's Sporting Goods out there, or y'all got both?
Yeah, both. Yeah.
The fans left 6th inning and went to Academy. I didn't know if I could record it and put it on here tonight, so I didn't even do it. Yeah. Bro, when I tell y'all, the line was looking like Jordan drop day at Academy Sports for damn, whatchamacallit. This one lady said, I think I have 20 shirts. don't judge me. First of all, them shirts ain't no $1.
Right.
Boy, Justin's
Nah.
on here, who's on here. Justin said they was dropping off cases of Hennessy on the street last night. Like they were popping off fireworks. I live nowhere near the stadium. It sounded like New Year's Eve. Mattress Mac, I told Jay when every time you said it, you was like, Vegas ain't gonna do it. I said, ooh, I can't wait. You was like, Vegas ain't gonna let them do it. I'm looking like Vegas ain't got nothing to do with it, bro. I'm like, You was like, Vegas ain't. You was like, I gamble. I'm like, boy, that boy put 10 million like the week one, and then he broke everything else down in increments. Like Mississippi, he'll go. Like this is really what he does. He just has the money to do it. Like he really does it. And then he done already put a bet on for next season. And he announced it last night.
Like I'm running it back,
bro. When I tell you,
man,
furniture store is ridiculous out here, and the city really believed they was gonna win it, man. I mean, like I said, I'm not an Astros fan. Like it was weird to watch them and kind of root for them. I wasn't really watching it. I was watching college football more than anything. Yeah. But to be in this city and to be at work and everybody got Astro. Oh, I can't wait to see tomorrow. Tomorrow, everybody gonna be out of uniform. Hey Tim, everybody gonna be out of uniform. It's gonna be ridiculous.
I bet the parade gonna be crazy.
Hey, bro, the parade is tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
The parade is tomorrow, bro.
Good luck at work. Good luck at work tomorrow, my man.
Let me tell you how cold Dusty Baker is. Dusty Baker went to the MLB crew and told them, when we win the World Series, we're gonna eat oxtails. I got it on video. A soul food restaurant from Houston brought oxtails to the MLB crew and put it on the desk. And Dusty Baker stood over, dude. I'll send it to our own video. And Dusty's like, we got oxtails, we got so-and-so. And then he said something in Spanish, and Pedro Martinez smiled and laughed. Bro, Disco Detroit. He a Detroit fan, but deep down, he like, man, these boys really did it.
Did it, man.
These boys really, but man, when I tell you living in this city, man, and hearing how they talk at the beginning of the season, we ain't talking about, you gotta think the Phillies weren't even in it in like August.
Right.
Yeah.
They got rid of their manager. First of all, you ain't even supposed to bounce back. You done got rid of your manager. You supposed to just ride this season out, right, bounce back, roll with whoever you got. And them boys did it, man. The city was ridiculous. And I wish I could have just sent y'all the news feed, be like, yo, check this out.
Yeah, it was dope. It was crazy.
It was crazy. But I had to laugh, Jay, when I sent you. I said, yeah, Mattress Max, 75 mil. You was like, damn. And then, hey, Jay still had to throw his jab in there, Tim. He's like, trash cans. I'm like, Jay, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't.
You know what really got me about that?
Man,
you know what really got me about that? Justin Verlander's wife was asked the question, think he should retire after this year?
Oh, she about to be on that Giselle shit.
That reporter asked that question. You a jerk for asking.
Yeah. First of all, bitch, you ain't seen what love got to do with it. Wait till we get home. Wait till we get home, MF.
Right.
You ain't seen that.
I'm saying is, she had a wonderful response. Look, I love watching him do what he loves to do. He's like an artist out there. He can play. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was a real good.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Dude.
The cake. Yeah. Like, I know you didn't do that. Okay, Kate. I got you. Everybody, we're going to be in the crib in a little bit.
But yeah, I thought was a great response from her. I mean, everybody was wondering because they were asked that question before. They already answered that question before. And Mom's ready. She's like, "You ain't about to get me. Like that fool want to play, can play." Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for the organization now. Okay, and this is gonna be a final question. Now, Houston has made this run. What they was it 4?
Like 5 or 6 years. Yeah.
4 out of the last 6.
Yeah, 4 of the last 6 or something.
1, 2, lost 2. Yeah.
Okay. Looking at this team series, where do they run on your scale of Major League Baseball teams over, let's say, 15 years?
Over the last 15, Rashard, you want to take that first?
Yeah, like
over the last 15, you got to look.
Like
you got to look at baseball, because for a casual fan, we would all think the Yankees have been there. Yankees ain't did shit in a whole minute.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Dodgers teetering, Padres teetering, Mets don't do nothing. Atlanta Braves, they stole it last. I ain't gonna say they stole it. Atlanta Braves came out of nowhere and really sealed the deal. So with the Astros steady going back, you got to hear the trash can and cheaters and all that. And for your players to be like mentally strong to do that, you don't hear dynasty in baseball. You're just not, and I'm not gonna call it that. You just don't. Dynasty to me is it was the Bulls. It's not the Golden State Warriors. You know what I'm saying? It's truly the Patriots. But you don't hear that in baseball, because that right there is not easy. That's not one and done, bro. Because if it was one and done, Phillies would have won the first game. It'd have been a wrap. You know what I'm saying? It'd have been over with. But when I tell you the farm system in this city, this state, dude, I listen to regular sports talk. They be bringing up, oh, well, Jamal, he's a shortstop, fresh out of high school. You be like, bro, this motherfucker ain't gonna touch the field in 5 years. Guess what? Pena. Yeah. Now you that dude. Hey, when I tell you, hey, man, I don't know baseball like that. That's why I have to lean on my boy Ed. We'll get him on the show. It's serious, man. I mean, like they like Disco said, when you see Hollywood, bro, they've been talking about that since week 1. We're going to the World Series. We don't give a damn. We win in 6 or 7. We're going. I'm like, really? Y'all that confident? Y'all can get beat at any damn time. Hey.
Yeah. For me,
what do you got, Jay?
In the last 15 years, for me, man, it's the San Francisco Giants. So a lot of people got recency bias about what the Astros is doing. And what they did is great. They won, like we just said, they went to the World Series 4 out of the last 6 years, 1, 2. San Francisco Giants had a dynasty. They won it in 2010, 2012, and 2014. So I know that seemed like a long time ago. That was only 12 years ago. They won 3 in 5 years. In one of them, they beat the Royals. So I was in Kansas City when it happened. And when I say, so the way baseball works, for me, this is why I think basketball, the best team wins the championship every year. Because think about it like this: in baseball, I'll go a different route. So hockey, right? If you have a good goalie, you can win the Stanley Cup. Right? Football is a one and done tournament in the NFL. You get hot at the right time, you can run through an NFL playoff. It ain't usually the best team that wins. Nobody thinks the Bengals is better than the Chiefs, but they got hot at the right time. Bengals ran through everybody, went to the Super Bowl. Didn't win it, but they got hot won.
Right.
Baseball, if you have a hot pitching staff, you can win the World Series. Case in point, when they won in 2014, they third in 5 years, which made them a dynasty. They beat the Royals. The Royals were the better team. I watched Madison Bumgarner literally win 3 games for the Giants in that World Series. They beat him in 7 games. Madison Bumgarner pitched game 1.
He pitched 3 games?
Exactly. He pitched 3 games.
Wow.
He pitched game 1 and won. He came back and pitched game 4 because he was in a rotation. And then they were winning in game 7, and he came in and shut the door off 2 days rest. They was like, "You want Bumgarner at the door." He came in game 7 off 2 days rest after winning 2 other games in game 7 and shut the door on the Royals. So if we're talking about best teams in the last 15 years, go look back at that San Francisco Giants dynasty, man. They had the Panda on that team. They had
the Panda. What was the pitcher? Jay, what was the pitcher with the long hair? What was the pitcher with the long hair?
Johnny Cueto.
No. The pitcher, little skinny dude, long hair.
Madison Bumgarner was the other pitcher. They had him. They had who else was in that pitcher staff?
It's a different
That's what I'm saying. They team was good, top to bottom. They had hidden. They had speed.
I'm gonna find that picture. I'm gonna bring it up another show. I'm gonna bring it up and be like, yo.
They literally got good in 2009, 2008.
I thought it began with an L.
They were the best team in baseball for like 5 years straight, and they won 3 World Series. So,
I'm gonna
say the San Francisco Giants had the best.
The Giants
in the last 15 years. It's got to go to the Giants.
I mean, you're not gonna get an argument from me on that one.
I don't know.
Notes. Because I mean, they were. I mean, yeah, you can take away with Barry Bonds and all that stuff. At that age, when they assembled that team, you know what I'm saying, they was quite a few years. So I just thought I'd ask that because you know, four pretty darn good. So I mean, well, gentlemen, great show. You guys join us. I really appreciate interaction. Learning here. Appreciate you guys because you help you move along just as well.
Oh, you froze up, bro. So you probably asked us if we got anything to end with. I'm looking like, go ahead, Tim. I'm looking at you, Jay. Hey, Jamal, I'm looking like,
Close it off. Yeah.
I got nothing. The NFL season ended today. Go Kentucky basketball. I am officially done. That you will not see any more gear from that team from Las Vegas. I have announced my fandom as of the 2020 season. Go Kentucky basketball, man. Nebraska, you keep upsetting me. Clippers are trash. I don't know what you want me to do. So you're not going to really see a lot of teams that I represent on this thing. So, yeah.
Okay. Man, no. Appreciate everybody joining. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for watching the show. We got it on a new platform, so we're working out some kinks, but hope y'all enjoyed it. As you can see your comments on the side. We love doing the shows live. Make sure you tell everybody to join. Check us out on Sunday nights at 7. I even added it to my Facebook, so it's live on my Facebook page right now too. So check us out, man. We trying to make something happen, man. We're glad y'all can watch it. So appreciate it.
Like Jay said, we're on a new platform. It's called Trying it out. I like what this. See your comments on the side, so everybody can see it. We kind of go back and forth.
I just got to figure out how to comment on the side. That's why I haven't responded to nobody. I'm like, I don't even know how to type anything yet.
We'll figure it out.
We getting it. Yeah, we get it. We ain't ignoring y'all. We just this is us. Yeah.
So
appreciate y'all sticking with us.
Like I said, I want to thank you all once again. Other than have a wonderful week. make sure you be kind to each other.
Yeah.
And y'all have a great.
Yeah. Tom Brady, the luckiest quarterback in the NFL.
Each other.
TV.
Y'all crazy.